Hello everyone, welcome back to One United. Now with Manchester United news. Well, it's been really crazy, crazy I have to say with regard to transfers. Lots and lots to talk about. Some exciting news, right? Thinking what to start. Okay, you know what? Of course, I'm going to start with Sancho first. Okay, firstly, the big news: Sancho did not join Dortmund for Dortmund game against Bayern Munich today. So he did not join the Dortmund traveling team. He did not travel with Dortmund, supposedly because they said he has a mysterious lung infection. So make what you want about that. But that sounds really fishy, But the thing that piqued people interest the most is because and basically turn all Man United fans crazy is because Fabrizio Romano and Simon Peach, both tier 1 journalists, has retweeted that tweet, official tweet from Dortmund, saying that Sancho will not join. They have retweeted that. So basically, why do they retweet that? Why? Why, Simon? Why, Fab? Why do you retweet that tweet? Why? We need to know why. Right? So, but the bottom line, Sancho did not join Dortmund for the game, for the games against Bayern. Sorry. For the games against Bayern. Right? I don't know what to say about that. But SkySports has reported that Dortmund has rejected United's bid worth up to 100 million. I think it's 80 million euros plus 20 million add-ons. SkySports saying that Dortmund have rejected that bid submitted by United, but United camp has denied that making any bids. So see, all the stories coming out started to get crazy, right? Like I said, crazy transfer drama begins. Everything's gonna be crazy, really crazy right now. You're gonna hear a lot of sources saying this and saying that. Sometimes predicting themselves. So it's very hard to keep track what's real, what's true. But the end is almost near. We will know the truth very soon. Very soon. So, but Fabrizio Romano said that Dortmund still would not accept anything less than 120 million euros, right? So United were ready to make a bid around 90 million euros, but it will be refused. So United did not make that. That's what being said. But Sky Sports said United bid has been rejected. The way I see it, I think United do submit a bid, but Dortmund reject it. But that's not the bid that United are waiting for. I mean, that's the initial bid that they submitted. They're trying their luck with that bid, They still want to try and negotiate that deal to get a lower price for Sancho, but they have another bid waiting in the wings. A lot of sources saying that as well. The first bid is just a testing bid, to see whether they can make Dortmund blink first. But they do have another bid being prepared. If I'm not mistaken, let me check. Say that the price would be around. This is from an insider. It said might be around 105 million pounds sterling confirmed, guaranteed within 12 months, period of 12 months. Maybe around maybe around 95 million upfront or 80 million upfront. So that's pretty close to what Dortmund want, because 105 million is around, I think it's around 115, I guess, euros, 150 million euros. So that's pretty close to what the fee that Dortmund wanted. I'm not sure why United are haggling over 5 million euros, but when they know well that Dortmund want 120 million euros and they won't budge, maybe they're just trying to test. So let's see what happens. Start to get interesting here, right? Whether this doesn't happen, it will. I can promise you one thing: this Sancho saga will go right down to the wire, right? We go right down to the wire, and it'll be very interesting. Like I said, you'll hear a lot of people talk this and that, and it's kind of hard to pick up which one is true, but that's what makes it interesting, right? But for my opinion, for my feeling, since he's not joining Dortmund for the game against Bayern, that really indicates something, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, 1st October, because there's a lot of talks as well on United front on why United did not make a bid on within this transfer window, or within August and September is because United's financial year, they started in October. It's October to September the next year. So what I want to do, that's why you see a lot of players start to sell players now. Since I'm talking about outgoings, right? I'm going to talk about outgoings. Pereira has been confirmed to Lazio on loan with obligation to buy around 27 million euros. Million pound, and United will pay half of his wages. So you see, they started to sell because, like I said, in terms of the financial, they want to make the bookkeeping. They want to make it look like it's healthy. It's green. They're making a lot of profit. So that's why they're waiting for the new financial year, which is starting in October, which is tomorrow, right? Only then they make the bid for Sancho, and when it accepted and they paid the amount, then that amount, that spending will be reflected in the new financial year. So the cost will not be shown in the current financial year. So they want to, if you know about accounting, they want to make it look at that the profit is really healthy in this current financial year. So that's the saying, and that's the theory. At least some people are saying, I think it kind of makes sense, because if United still bid for Sancho, which they will do, like I said, a lot of so I said they will bid. So it doesn't make sense why they want to wait until the end of transfer window if they want to bid. Looks like if they do want to bid, they just put a bid, and if they feel that the price is too high, they cannot match what Dortmund wanted, they should just walk away. They will just walk away and just go to another alternative targets. But the fact that they don't do that, they still insist Sancho is the main target. Even the British mainstream media has talked about it. James Cooper, who have very good connection with United, sort of like United mouthpiece, has talked about it, that Jadon Sancho is still United first choice priority in this transfer window. The fact that they're still waiting for Sancho, they still wanted to get Sancho until the end, until up to this point, just shows that there might be some truth in that theory in terms of that financial year. So we just have to wait and see tomorrow, right? Because it's funny coincidentally that the game against Dortmund is today and Sancho pulled out from the camp today, and tomorrow is the new financial year sort of for United. So today is a big day. Let's see what happens today. Tomorrow. Right? If it doesn't happen tomorrow, is there no big news break out tomorrow, my 95% from yesterday would drop down again to 50%. So let's see what happens tomorrow, right? So tomorrow is a really big day with regards to Sancho, right? So I talked about alternative as well just now for Sancho. So a lot of news, a lot of reports, even mainstream media, even AS stated that United are in talks with Dembele. They wanted Dembele. They even said that a fee of 40 to 50 million pound has been agreed with Barcelona for United to get Dembele, but there are other reports say that it will be on loan. But I don't think this Dembele thing is happening. Maybe United did make an inquiry, but if anything, it's more, as an alternative, or it's more like a negotiation tactics, to tell Dortmund, hey, we have an alternative here. But you know what? I'm not gonna believe that. I think, like what always been said, Sancho is still United first choice priority. And like I said, if they don't want him, if they feel he's too expensive, they will move on already by this time. If they said Dembele is the alternative, they will go get Dembele like 2-3 weeks ago, because they're not getting Sancho because they couldn't match the price stated by by Dortmund. So the fact that it's still wait until now shows me that they are confident they can match the price. Yeah, but again, Dortmund report saying that Dortmund still reiterate that Dortmund will not sell Sancho. Even Marco Reus has come out and said Sancho will stay for another year. So I'm not gonna buy anything that. There's been a lot of players, Dortmund players, stating that Sancho will stay, right? But Sancho himself haven't come out and say anything, right? So interesting. I say interesting. Crazy day. It's gonna be crazy few days. We still have 6 days right left. So it's gonna be really crazy 6 days, right? So brace yourself for the craziness. Okay. Again, talking about TLS. So basically, on TLS, so United has submitted $12 million bid, being rejected. Like I said yesterday in my previous video, and apparently Mohamed Bouhafsi, a very reliable journalist, has confirmed that United have submitted a second bid. There's no figure being mentioned with this report, but people believe it's going to be around 15 million to 60 million. just like what I assumed yesterday. So there are the belief that even Fabrizio Romano said that the agent of Telles believe that this will be concluded very soon. So I had a feeling that this 50 million will be accepted by Porto, 50 million pound. I'm sorry, 50 million euros will be accepted by Porto because they value, they wanted 20 millions, but United feel that this 50 million is enough to make Porto buckle and accept the money, like I said, because Telles is pushing it. He really wants to come to United, and Porto was a bit desperate for money. So I do see, and with Fabrizio Romano say that the agent is really confident, I do see this thing happening. Maybe even as early as tomorrow. Maybe we can get a confirmation, a bid accepted by tomorrow, and here we go by tomorrow. Let's see what happens again on Tales. But really positive news, really positive developments, and I'm real confident on this Tales deal to be completed quickly, right? So like I see in my headline, Cavani and Jovic out of the blue. Suddenly, Cavani and Jovic has come into this into the conversation. So apparently, Marzio, who himself is a very good or reliable journalist, used to be one of the best before Fab came in. Fab was his apprentice. Anyway, for you guys that didn't know that, Fabrizio Romano is the Marzio apprentice. The Marzio said that United are in talks with Cavani's camp, and also in talks with Real Madrid for loan deals for Luka Jovic. But even I think AS has stated that the deal with Luka Jovic is very close. Everything sort of has been agreed. Now waiting whether United wanted to pull the trigger or not. But on Cavani, if you haven't known, he's a free agent. He has no clubs yet. So United don't have to pay any fee, which I think the board would prefer. Just that they have to match his wages. So there's no report saying what kind of wages that he wanted yet. But if looking at his wages from his PSG days, so it's going to be around like 200, 300. So that's quite high. So I'm not sure if United interested in that. And if you ask me personally, I would prefer Jovic just simply because he's young and he has a point to prove, because it didn't really work out for him in Madrid, so he has a point to prove, right? And if you took Cavani, he's 33, kind of old. He's very injury prone. We all know this, So I think it's no use, getting someone to be the backup for Martial, or in case of Martial injured, but that player himself is unavailable because he's injured. So it's a bit foolish if we were to think about it. So that's why I would prefer Jovic, for the reason I said just now. And I think he would be a really good option, really good, backup, and he has a point to prove. I think if he comes with the right environment, I think he can do well. He can perform with United, and this means that we all know that Igalo will go back to China in January anyway. So. What I expect Igalo to play a bit lesser, have a lesser game time if this deal, either Cavani or Jovic did happen. Okay, so another outgoing story, I would say, Fabrizio Romano confirms that Roma will send a new bid for Smalling. They are really adamant, they are really consistent and persistent that they wanted Smalling. So let's see what happens there. I think United might buckle up because of the deadline. They want to clear out. I think they might accept the offer by Roma. I think it will be an improved offer from the last offer, which is 12 million, I guess. So I think they will accept this new offer. And also Milan has been in talk with Diego Dallo on a loan deal, but United would prefer a permanent move. So let's see what happens there. Maybe United might propose a loan with an obligation or option to buy next season. So those are the outgoings, 3 outgoing. So I think these 3 outgoing might happen. I think they will happen. Or like I said, United want to clear. They might happen really quick. In fact, they might happen really quick. So again, if I were to recap, Sancho is not joining Dortmund for their match against Bayern Munich. Apparently, a mysterious illness, lung infection, they say. And SkySports report that United has submitted a bid to Dortmund but being rejected. But a lot of sources say that United has prepared another bid, even if they even said that United themselves said that the story that they submitted a bid is not true. So, you just choose who you want to believe. But what I believe that I know United will submit a bid that more or less matches what Dortmund want, right? Whether it will be a second bid because the first bid is true, or this will be the bid that will be accepted by Dortmund or be rejected. We would not know. Maybe we can just give a 150 million guaranteed for Dortmund, upfront plus installment. They might still reject it. We would not know that, right? But Fabrizio Romano confirmed that, if you can remember, last 2-3 weeks, that Dortmund has an agreement, a gentleman's agreement with Sancho. If a bid that matches their valuation comes, they will allow Sancho to leave. So there's still positive things there. So I think, like I always say, I think United will submit the bid that matches or almost matches what Dortmund wants, right? So that's pretty much about it. Like I said, tell us, really close. I can see it happening even tomorrow. It's really close. I think Porto will accept that lower bid from United because they're desperate, need for money. And 3 outgoings. Pereira confirmed. Smalling might be soon, and Diego Dallo might be soon to Milan. Smalling to Roma. So that's all I have for you for today. Like I said, tomorrow, big day. So watch out for this space. I'm going to update you again if there's any big news, okay? See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.